Welcome back. This is Mr. Hassan's Maths channel. I'm now answering question number 11 from the specimen paper 4 of the Cambridge IGCSE. This is the IGCSE for the 0580 syllabus. And here, this question is about straight line graphs. Okay. So it says a line L has equation y equals 6x minus 1. Find the equation of the line which is parallel to the line and passes through the point 0,3. Okay, so we want to find the equation of a straight line. Now, the equation of a straight line is found by two things. We need to have the gradient of the line. To find the equation of a straight line, we need to know its gradient. And we need to know any point that it passes through. A point that it passes through. So we already know a point that it passes through, 0,3. How do we find the gradient? Well, the key word here, it's parallel to this line here. Okay, when two lines are parallel, they have the same gradient. Okay, so what is the gradient of the line y equals 6x minus 1? Well, we know that we have this form of the equation of the straight line, y equals mx plus c. When y is the subject of the equation, then the gradient is the coefficient of x. So this is the gradient of the line, and this is the y-intercept. Okay, so this particular line, okay, its gradient is 6, and its y-intercept is -1. The line that they gave us. And because these lines are parallel, that means the gradient of our line is going to be equal to 6. And it passes through the point 0,3. Now, the point 0,3 is a very useful point. Why? Because this is on the y-axis. This point is on the y-axis. Anytime you have a coordinate of 0, okay, for the x, you'll be on the y-axis. So the 0,3 is over here. So this will be the y-intercept of our line. This one has a y-intercept of -1. Our line has a y-intercept of 3. Okay, so c is equal to 3. So we can just write it straight away in our equation. Y is equal to 6x plus 3. That's the answer. Okay, very simple. You can take the gradient from here and the y-intercept from here. Sometimes they don't give you the y-intercept. They'll give you a point that doesn't have 0 as its x value. Then you have to work out what c is by substituting into this formula, or you can use another formula which we won't bother doing it right now. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, that's when you get a point that's not the y-intercept. If it's the y-intercept, you can just put it straight into here with the gradient and you got your equation. Then it says write down the gradient of a line that's perpendicular to L. So what we should know is when two lines are perpendicular, when they are perpendicular, that means they meet at right angles. Perpendicular means they meet at right angles. Okay, two lines are perpendicular when they meet at right angles. Okay, now, so if that's line 1 and that's line 2, they're perpendicular. And what that means is basically that the gradient of the first line multiplied by the gradient of the second line will give you -1. That's always true when two lines are perpendicular to each other. Okay, so what that also means is if you want to find the gradient of the line perpendicular to the gradient that you know, then it's going to be its negative reciprocal. Negative reciprocal. So basically, the line that we know, the gradient of our line that we know is equal to 6/1. So therefore, the perpendicular line is going to be the same numbers but flipped and change the sign. So you change the sign and you write the reciprocal of the gradient. So -1/6 will be the gradient of a line perpendicular to line 1. And there's the answer to question 11 part B. And that concludes question 11, okay, which is related to straight line graphs. Okay, so other questions from this particular topic you can find in the playlist that will be appearing at the top of the screen at the end of this video, from this particular topic, sorry. In the bottom of this video, you'll also see here a playlist which will be for the actual paper, the specimen paper 4B. There'll be a link there to that paper. You can find questions from the older syllabus, okay, before 2025. You'll find questions in this playlist over here. You can subscribe to my channel by clicking on the link above. Thank you for watching and see you soon.